Pour yourself a tall glass of Florida orange juice. Take a sip and consider the taste, texture, and color you hold before you. One of nature's most delicious offerings, the Florida orange is the result of a perfect synergy of natural elements. While oranges can be grown in other places, their taste and juice never quite match what we grow right here. But even in this ideal location, Florida orange growers have to contend with uncooperative forces of nature. Freezes, droughts, hurricanes, and floods have all changed the face of today's citrus industry.
I'm John Attaway, citrus research scientist and a Florida orange grower for close to 50 years. In Florida, as in any farming state, the weather is a major subject of conversation. Bring up the topic in a group of citrus growers, and you will likely be treated to stories about hurricanes and freezes and the damage they have caused. In recent years, it has been hurricanes that have caused more damage to citrus crops than freezes. It's no wonder that Florida farmers view these extreme weather conditions as a real threat to their livelihood.
In late summer 2004, the state of Florida was blindsided by a triple punch as hurricanes Charley, Francis, and Jeanne barreled across the center of the state, the heart of citrus country, leaving a wake of destruction and loss. Charley hit first on the west coast. Francis and Jeanne hit land within 1 mile of each other, south of Fort Pierce in the Indian River area, the largest grapefruit growing region in the world. And then, adding insult to injury, in 2005, Hurricane Wilma swept through the same region, devastating the area once again, and taking out a few of the previously unhurt citrus counties on the way. Although hurricanes have their own season in the Sunshine State, before these devastating strikes, there hadn't been a significant hurricane in the region since Donna hit in 1960. All three of the 2004 storms slammed into Polk County, blasting acres and acres of groves and prompting a visit from the president, who inspected this portion of the nearly $10 billion worth of damage to property across the state.
One reason for the heavy damage was the fact that Francis chose to linger in the area. With winds that reached 105 miles per hour at various points, Francis held its position over central Florida for 30 hours, repeatedly battering the area with wind and heavy rain. Not only was Francis strong, it was also huge. At one point, it obscured nearly the entire state on satellite view. You can imagine the effect this had on the citrus industry. The fruit just blew right off the tree.
And after the winds and waters subsided, growers discovered the full effects of the storm's power. In terms of crop loss, the USDA reported that the orange crop was down nearly 40% in the 2004-2005 growing season. And since grapefruit is bigger and more vulnerable to high winds, this crop was hit even harder. Production was down 68% after the storms. The industry is still in recovery. Ironically, the groves would not have been situated in the path of these storms if it hadn't been for another natural element.
Do you want to see the big movie in the theater in here? I can start it for you.
Okay?
Yeah, just a minute.
All right, just let me know.
Export in the late 1700s near St. Augustine and along the St. Johns River. By 1834, growers shipped almost 13,000 boxes of oranges north. Unfortunately, the freeze of 1835 destroyed it all. This freeze brought the lowest temperatures ever recorded in north and central Florida, with the mercury hovering at 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and portions of the St. Johns River freezing. Residents of the state's northern region were thrust into a shocking and rare experience. Bitter cold.
Orange growers, like many farmers, are hardy souls, used to the risk of farming and the unpredictable whims of Florida weather. Some consider the devastating freeze of 1835 to be a one-time event. They state that the freezes of 1894 and 95 forced their growth south to central Florida and the Indian River area.
Disaster actually hit the state in two ways. The first one, in December 1894, delivered 2 days of 19-degree temperatures, freezing the oranges right on the trees. Then a February freeze dealt the trees their final blow. Oral historians passed down stories of splitting bodies, sounded like cracking walnuts. Others tell it sounds like rifle shots, a fitting soundtrack for the killer of the witness. The groves in the Jacksonville St. Augustine area were soon abandoned, and the industry moved south to Florida's central region.
Not yet.
Severe freezes didn't end with
Yeah, that's what she said.
the first half of the 1900s had its share of winter storms, but the freeze of December 62.
Yeah, let them know. So we just said, let them know, they'll start it.
4 nights of freezing temperatures caused the state to lose nearly 40 million boxes of oranges, more than a third of its annual production. This storm triggered another move for the industry southwest Florida.
Florida's natural growers. We own the land, we own the trees, we own the company. It's as close to the grove as you can get.
Welcome to the groves of Central Florida, home to Florida's natural growers since 1933. This part of the state is not only where we run our business, it's also where we raise our most valuable assets, our oranges. Florida's Natural is made by a cooperative of growers, which means that we get to decide how our juice is made. For us, that means starting with the Florida oranges we grow ourselves. We're proud that our efforts keep our community of Florida growers going strong.
Around here, it's not unusual to find that folks have been in citrus for several generations. Growers' children grow up to be juice processors. Their children may be marketers. Connections remain strong. One reason for this is our close tie to the land, to the fruit itself. The Florida's Natural Growers Cooperative is made up of a group of farmers who join together to share the costs and efficiencies of combined grove care. And because our only business is juice, we can be sure to focus on the details that make ours the best in the world. The Florida's Natural Growers Cooperative owns and cares for over 50,000 acres of citrus groves. From its start as a small group, today about 1,000 growers are part of this co-op.
As grower owners, we take pride in producing the best oranges in the world. Here on the Ridge, as this area is known by locals, we've been blessed with a perfect combination of sun and soil, rain and humidity. These conditions consistently produce the world's sweetest and juiciest oranges, the perfect ingredient for the world's best tasting juice.
References to oranges have been found from as far back as 2000 BC. It is believed that oranges originated in Asia, migrating to Europe in the 12th century. Orange seeds were brought westward by travelers, first to the Mediterranean, then to the New World. Orange growth began in this state nearly 500 years ago when Ponce de Leon and his countrymen arrived in Florida. These Spaniards brought oranges with them from home. Most likely, seeds from those Spanish oranges resulted in Florida's first orange trees. Today, citrus groves line Highway 27 as north and southbound visitors head toward Florida attractions. In-season fruit hangs like ornaments from the trees. Off-season leaves shimmer with a silvery green light in the Florida sun. Juice production begins in these groves. Our citrus trees are carefully cultivated to produce superior fruit. Seeds are nurtured into seedlings. seedlings develop into small trees with strong, hardy root systems. When these trees are ready, a tiny bud from an existing citrus tree is grafted onto each trunk. These buds come from trees that have a traceable ancestry. The parent trees are registered and certified by the state of Florida. This assures us that the variety will be pure, that the trees will be guaranteed heavy producers, with roots that are suited for the type of soil found in each growing location. This special process gives trees several advantages. They are stronger. The combination of two trees into one leaves the new tree more resistant to pests, disease, and adverse weather conditions. These trees are productive sooner. The buds from the mature trees help the small trees speed up their growth process, which allows them to produce fruit in 3 years. Trees grown from seed can take up to 15 years to begin bearing fruit.
A lot of hard work goes into growing our oranges. In springtime, trees can hold both blossoms and fruit. Blossoms take about 1 year to become ripened fruit. We tend the fruit carefully till it's ready to be picked. This means trimming the trees so sunlight can reach fruit on the inside branches, maintaining correct moisture levels, and patiently waiting till the fruit is ready. Unlike other fruit, citrus doesn't continue to ripen after it's picked. As growers, we know timing is critical, so we pick our fruit at the absolute peak of maturity.
The fruit is picked by hand. Then it's gathered into containers. The containers are emptied into boxes. Boxes filled to trucks. Then the fruit is rushed to our processing plant. As the fresh fruit enters the Florida's Natural Growers plant, it passes through a rigorous triple check system. The oranges are washed, separated by size, then pass the skillful eye of our grading inspector. Fruit is inspected for quality by the state of Florida, whose standards are the highest in the world. Next, the fruit reaches the extractor machines, which squeeze hundreds of oranges each second. The fruit passes through machinery that can extract the juice from more than 13 million pounds of oranges every 24 hours. That processing efficiency is crucial, since more than 95% of Florida's annual orange crop is squeezed into juice. The fresh squeezed juice runs through a finisher where a fine screen takes out any seeds or excess pulp. After this step, processing Florida's natural, pure premium, not from concentrate couldn't be simpler. Unlike some other juices that call themselves premium but are made from concentrate, Florida's Natural is simply squeezed, flash pasteurized, and packed. There's no added water, sugar, or preservatives. No freezing and thawing out. And most importantly, no loss of flavor. Each carton is filled with 100% pure orange juice made from our co-op's own oranges. It's as close to the grove as you can get. Florida's Natural Ruby Red Grapefruit Juice is the #1 premium, not from concentrate grapefruit on the market today. and our many varieties of Florida's natural orange juice appeal to our customers' individual tastes. We believe the Florida's Natural product line is the best tasting, highest quality juice the consumer can buy. And we prove that in our own labs where we test the juice for purity and high quality. Florida's Natural is packed into a variety of containers, depending on its destination. 59-ounce cartons and carafes and 89 and 128-ounce jugs are sold in supermarkets for at-home consumption. 11.5-ounce cans are sold in vending machines. 10 and 16-ounce plastic bottles can be found in airports and other food establishments. Our fast chill process guarantees the same great taste you can get at home. Our 120-ounce Super Premium, made with a high percentage of sweet Valencia oranges, is served in fine restaurants everywhere. We have a product for every occasion. If your grocer or restaurant doesn't carry Florida's Natural, let them know what they're missing. Be sure to ask for it by name. There's a good chance you'll encounter Florida's Natural in your travels as well. Our 59-ounce cartons are sent to nearly 40 countries around the globe. From Mexico to Singapore, from Canada to the Middle East, throughout the Caribbean and in parts of Southeast Asia, Florida's Natural has become a worldwide brand. We're proud that our co-op is represented in the far corners of the globe. But we never forget the importance of taking care of our home territory.
As growers, we're aware of our responsibility to take care of our natural resources. Conservation measures in the plant have allowed us to cut back on our natural gas usage, and we have drastically cut back on our water consumption as well by implementing a water recirculation system. Leftover
me
water
thirsty
from
for orange
manufacturing
juice.
processes is sent to spray fields
Yeah, I know.
where it filters through the sand and back to the aquifers. Evaporation ponds also restore excess to the groundwater supply. We reduce our waste by using nearly every part of each orange in a wide variety of ways. For instance, orange oil is used to make soap, perfume, food flavoring, and some paints and varnishes. Tons of peel, seeds, and pulp are converted into nutritious feed for cattle. And we maintain and protect the land itself. Natural wildlife habitat areas have been created at both our production facilities and within our groves. In fact, Florida's Natural has been recognized in Earth Day ceremonies in Washington, D.C. for its conservation efforts in water use reduction, decreased energy consumption, and the creation of a wildlife habitat. We aim to protect our land for the generations to come.
We like to tell folks we own the land, we own the trees, we own the company. Every carton of Florida's Natural starts out right here with our oranges. From the grove to the glass, we maintain a careful watch over our product. Always from Florida and never imported. Florida's Natural orange juice is grown, packed, and delivered with pride. It's as close to the grove as you can get.
If you want.
Here.
Trying to show the little movie theater that they have.
At 5 o'clock.
Here's Florida Natural Factory. Over there is the Grove House where we just were at.